You got to make the rules work for you. You got to make your own rules, and you got to make the game work for you.
So money is all I think of. Money on my mind.
All right, so don't hate the player, play the game. Now, before we get into it, you already know what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to bang that like button, bang that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so y'all can rock with me every time I drop a new video. You hear me? So, don't hate the player, play the game. I got this question. This is a statement that's in my bio on my Insta. You could check it out if you haven't already. And you know, it's basically a statement that derived from the original term "don't hate the player, hate the game." Right? Somebody asked me, "What does don't hate the player, play the game" mean?" Now, it's not a dumb question. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's common sense, because it's not. Because it's basically, what it means is get in the game. Get in the game on your own terms. You know, that's the short answer to it. So, you know, when he asked me this, I was like, well, maybe there's more people that kind of don't really comprehend what it means, or they want a breakdown, they want an explanation of what that means. And so, you know, let me start with the original term. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Now, I don't believe in hate. Hate will get you nowhere, right? But I understand that terminology. Now, if you hate the game, you need to not be in the game. You need to get out the game. That's how I look at that. You know, the hate the game thing is pretty much just remove yourself from the rigged game. And then when you get back in, you could throw it down accordingly. Back to the terminology, don't hate the player, play the game. Now, that's pretty much the opposite of getting out the game. It's getting in the game. You feel me? So, and in getting in the game, you're not getting in to have fun or to play for fun. You playing to win. You're not getting in, you know, just to be on some bullshit. You playing to win. That's what it's really about. This game that society try to play, try to have, you know, men take care of these women that are not traditional. They're modern women, and they're just flat out schmutz, and they just don't deserve none of the stuff that, you know, society has set in place for them. And so, you know, at the end of the day, the game is rigged. The game is rigged. Everybody else is cheating. Everybody else is playing by their own rules. And you're up here playing the rules straight up, playing the rules that society has put in place for you. For us as men, you know, you can't play by the rules that society put in place, because those rules are rigged to work against men. You feel me? So, like, for example, if you're playing a football game, and this is the first down marker, this is the out of bounds marker, that's the touchdown. But every time it's time for you to score, they move the end zone. You know, every time somebody else got the ball, it's in their favor. But when you get the ball, you're supposed to play by the rules. You're supposed to play in the bounds. No, that's not the way to play. The way society got it up, they want you to honor, respect, protect, cherish. You know, they want you to do all of this stuff for the opposite sex, for women. They want you to do all of these above and beyond things. And the funny thing about this above and beyond is women don't even like that. Women don't even respect. You can't play it on the up and up. You gotta play it with your rules, and you gotta make everything work in your favor. Now, sometimes the player is the male, right? You got your Chads, you got your Tyrones, you know, you got your high value dudes, your alphas, things of that nature. That's playing the game the right way. They know the game is rigged. They know the game is fucked up. And so they play the game accordingly. Now, once again, hate gets you nowhere. But you definitely don't want to hate on these dudes that's successful. You could learn something from these dudes that's successful. Because they're basically showing you that playing the game up and up is getting you no fucking where. And playing the game by your own rules is going to be in your favor. Playing the game by no rules, playing the game by your own rules is only going to work in your favor, right? And that's what you want. You want to win. You want things to be in your favor, you know, and even if you're not crushing it, you're happier. You keep your time, you keep your money, you're not wasting it on bullshit. And that's really what it's all about. The other player is the females. Almost all of the women that are on social media, online, are fucking players. Whether they know it or not. They're all players. That's what they fucking do. And a large majority of the females that are not even online thotting it up. The older chicks and stuff like that. They're players too. They're all players. And not only are they players, but they're some of the greatest players. They are some of the best. They're like masters at this player shit. And back to my original statement, hating will get you nowhere. And you can learn something from these women too. Peep how they move. Peep how they maneuver. Peep their actions towards the guys that do the cherishing and the honoring and all that bullshit. Peep how they treat them dudes versus the guys who are not with that bullshit. Versus the guys who basically make their own rules and apply their own rules to the game to be successful. Those guys are successful. Even with these players, even with these females that are players, these guys are successful with them because they make up their own rules. So you can learn something either way. Even if you ain't on your player shit, you can learn something from these players, whether they're male or female. You can learn something. Hate gets you nowhere. You know, if you want to just get in the game, just have your own rules, apply them, and your chances of being successful will increase dramatically. All right? So, you know, that's basically what don't hate the player, play the game means. It means get in the game. If you are trying to win at the game, that's how you do it. You get in it, and you get in it with your own rules.
Yo, play business. PLAYBIZNESS. That's all social media. Follow me. I told you it's a problem and I'm gone. Niggas go ahead cause they know. Niggas don't want it with the chisel. First they cock it back and let it blow. My left and right hands got them toys. Hit a nigga on site paranoid. Cause I used to sell drugs unemployed. Now I'm hot, I am poppin', I'm that boy. I be on that bullshit, moving in them hideouts. Niggas don't even know me, let a nigga find out. When it's time to ride out, then you call it time out. Dug yourself a grave, nigga, ain't no way to climb out. I just handle business, y'all be all simping. Gave your bitch some thickness, now she all trippin'. This nigga so ill, this nigga so sick. They grew up with hella niggas, but now they all different. I be on the mind blade, see it in my eyes, hey. Give my niggas time, nigga ain't up in my time frame. I done did the crimes, man, I done did the times, man. Everybody trying it until they fucking time, man. I don't play no mind game, I just keep my rhymes straight. Hide in the motherfucker, nigga, I am flying. Something like a kite, something like I'm floating. You don't even know the sativas I be smoking. I don't mean no boast, but I be roller coasting. Picked up in a bed, bitch, something like the ocean. Mommy, she be wet, mommy, she be soaking. Then we roll another one, something that be potent. Nigga, we be toting, nigga, we be toting. Nigga, I be puffing. Nigga, I be choking. Nigga, I be soaring, but nigga, I be focused. Supercalifragilistic expialidocious. Mama was a crackhead. Mama was a cokehead. I ain't even gonna talk about what the dope did. All in my bloodstream, so am I a dope kid? Well, I guess that explains exactly